Hello everyone. Can you listen to me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. What about others?
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Okay. The participants are very less. Let us wait 5 more minutes. Is it okay? Or you
Yeah,
should
sure.
continue?
Yeah, sure. No problem. I have a question between this sentence. No one is here.
Yes, please.
So I was trying. I created a folder, and then I was trying to remove the folder through Kali Linux. So the command was rm, then file name, then /r, right?
No, -r.
Dash
Then the
r,
folder will
dash
be
r. Okay,
deleted, not
but it's
slash.
not remove. It's removing. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
removing. No, it's not removing that command.
-r will remove, not /r.
It's still not removing. I tried that too.
Okay. We'll work for out. Okay. We'll work it
Okay.
out.
So it will be so the RM we are using, is that have to be capital letter, small letter? Is that matter?
Small letter, all small letter, no capital letter, all small letter.
Okay.
RM.
Okay.
Space, the file name. Next, okay. 1 second,
File
please.
name /r, not /r, -r.
Dash
Is
R,
there
right?
any space? Any space after the file name?
Yes, yes, there is space.
Okay.
Yes, there is a space. This is the bad thing about Kali Linux, and also this is the beauty of Kali Linux. The thing is very fast, and secondly, what should I say? This is the smartest, but the issue is that for a simple slash, for a simple space, initial capital, a lot of these things, okay, things changes. That is the issues.
Yeah. Somehow I couldn't make it work, so I'll take your help when everyone
Okay,
is
okay,
here.
okay, 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 okay. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, let's start Kali. So it's good that you are practicing Kali, but don't get afraid, because this will be your bread and butter. If you are determined that you will be working in the cybersecurity field, especially the penetration testing, this is going to be your
Yes.
bread and butter. And I can tell
Thank you.
you, and I can assure you, this is the only single thing that provides all these security platforms like cloud security, like any other security. If you mean security, penetration testing, that is Kali.
Yes.
There is no other else. Okay. There are also number of tools, but those things are not that much popular like this. Like you will face difficulty when I will be teaching you the cloud security. You see that each and every tools are so costly.
Yes, that was expensive. The one was.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Can you see my skin also?
We can see your screen.
And the main problem is with the virtual box. Remember this thing, not with our Kali Linux. Kali Linux is very fast. The issue is that since we are using a virtual box and it is taking some space from our memory, That's why you face a lot of trouble. Many of times when you'll be using this Kali Linux, you'll be seeing that the Linux command is actually not working properly. Okay, so that is the main issue. No other else, but it is one of the fastest thing that we can tell. Okay, and I believe all of you could successfully install Kali Linux, right? Is there anybody else now who has not installed Kali Linux?
Hi,
Hello.
I just joined today from today, so I couldn't follow the last few classes.
Oh my God. Have you observed my class recordings?
No, because I was on vacation, so I just came back today. So
Do you have any prerequisite? Do you have any previous idea about the ethical hacking or anything?
no idea.
Let me introduce yourself. Let us introduce yourself. I want to know something about you. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, please tell.
I mean, I don't have any IT background. I'm working in a manufacturing environment.
Okay,
So I just wanted to learn something new.
okay,
Uh,
fine.
yeah. So that's the reason I'm here.
Okay, no
But I
problem.
don't have any IT background. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. No problem. So don't bother. The thing is that we have covered very important topics in the previous classes, and those are very important issues. Okay. So it is very difficult for me to recapitulate others because already I lost one classes because many of us couldn't initialize the Kali Linux. And for that reason,
Okay.
there are a
Yeah,
lot of
I have to go through because my vacation was like pre-scheduled like long time back, so I couldn't cancel that.
it's okay. It's okay. No, that is
So
absolutely
I
no
have to
problem.
go through your classes and your recordings. Hopefully, I'll be able to learn something from those recordings.
Okay, okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, let's share screen. Okay, so what I have been telling for you, okay, for others, please bear me out. One thing I need to just check out so that he understands this thing. Okay, for example, the new joiner, Mr. Manjur, right? Hello, who is the new joiner?
Yeah, Manzoor, yes.
Okay, Mr. Manjur. The one thing I would like to say that uh, if I consider that there is an IP address, do you understand IP addressing? The
Yes,
first thing. Okay. So do you understand how we say that this is class A, class B, class C? Do you
I
have
I
any?
I
Yeah.
did the first two classes, free classes,
Okay.
uh, before I went for vacation. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I have to go through again.
But you must be very conversant about this IP address. However, since you are new, for others inconvenience, I am also just telling you the issues. Can you see my screen, Mr. Manjur?
Yes.
Okay. So what I try to mean that see, uh, there is a class. Okay. So, okay. The IP addresses like 192.168. There are a lot of issues you see every day. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, draw something like in the IP address bar. What we see 192.
Consists like 8 digits that you told me before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
octet, right?
Yeah.
192. Sorry, 192 dot 168 dot something like this. These digits are actually written, right? So each
Yes.
of these digits, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
dot after the dots, these are called
Mm-hmm.
octet. Okay, these
Okay.
all are called
Okay.
octets.
Okay.
By observing the first octet, we can understand it is from which class. Like
Okay.
from octet range 100 to see the screen, from 1 to 126. Okay, it is from the first octet, like this, the first digit. If it is 192.168, so this first 192, so 1 to 126, it will be in class A. For
Class A. Okay.
okay, for 128 to 191, class B, and
Mm-hmm.
192 to 223, it will be from class C. So since
Okay.
this first octet is from 192, so it will be from which domain?
B.
Why? 192 to 223.
Oh,
It
C.
is
C.
from
Yeah.
exactly. So
C.
just to ensure that everybody we are in the same issues, I believe you have studied the OSI models. These are very important. So in the first class, I have deliberately discussed about those issues. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So far so good. Now we are actually doing the Kali Linux issues. Okay.
Okay.
So let us focus on that. So in the previous classes, there are a number of issues we have actually discussed. For some reason, I cannot go through all of those, especially the scanning and vulnerability analysis. But however, since there is a long gap between you and me, so just to recapitulate, oh my God, yes. Just to recapitulate between you, we understand this. So there are actually 5 stages of cybersecurity. That is, first is our information gathering. Information gathering. So for information gathering, we acquire knowledge about the targets. We see our
Mm-hmm.
targets. Like, for example, if you want to just consider yourself as in police, you're in police. You want to go somewhere, you want to catch some criminals. What you do? You first take that information. Who is
Mm-hmm.
he? What he does? Where he lives? What is his daily habits? Like at every night at after 4 p.m. he or 4 a.m. he just goes out for robbing or stealing something. So
Mm-hmm.
those informations and his address, lot of things he needs. Okay, lot of you need things
Okay.
you need to. Is he armed? Does he have a number of gangsters with him or not? So
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things. Those
Mm-hmm.
information gatherings are as very necessary. Okay. So
Okay.
why it is related to cybersecurity? Because this information gathering is very important for us to know the vulnerability of the targets. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
in the context of cybersecurity, in the information gathering, actually, if I say in the knowledge, the language of IT, so what I say, the information gathering is actually getting the for IT, like the software base in the IT knowledge. So we get the getting know your operating system, like the target is actually using which kind of operating system. Like, are you using
Mm-hmm.
Windows? Are you using Mac? Are you using Linux? What kind of?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So OS, you'll be learning this word OS. That is actually operating system, nothing else, just operating
System.
system.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, we know which version of operating system you are actually using, like Windows 10
Mm-hmm.
or Mac something, okay? Linux,
Mm-hmm.
which Linux, Kali Linux, which version? So there is a version number also, like your Android phone. You always see there is a number of version, Android 2.3.4, Nougat, or there are a lot of, you see the Android
Versions. Yeah.
versions like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
similarly, we need to have all these details of information. We need to
Okay.
know the security system that is installed in the target, like what is
Mm-hmm.
the antivirus they used, is it updated or not, the system is updated or not. So a lot of
Okay.
things. So that part
Okay.
is our information gathering. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
initially we have concluded that part. In the second part, we will be actually dealing with the scanning. Okay. Scanning
Scan.
part. Okay.
Okay.
So the scanning and the vulnerability scan. Scanning first, then vulnerability scan. So scanning will be deep knowing the things. For getting the informations, we need to get information in open source, like from Facebook. Like you are working in some company, for example, X company, and it's a manufacturing company or something, what do you say? So from that X company, what I try to mean, let me show, like from this X company, there will be a job posting. Okay.
Yeah.
There will be a job posting. So from this job posting, you'll know what are the vacancies are there. Like they're asking for a cybersecurity expert. So that gives us a credible information that this company is actually looking for a cybersecurity expert. So maybe they don't have one, or maybe they are going to recruit a fresh cybersecurity expert. Okay.
Okay.
So in the job posting, you also see the email number or phone number of the HR manager, right? So HR is a very important part of the company. So if I can hack his email ID, okay, if I can actually hack his email ID, I can get very good source of credible information from him. Is it true or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can,
So,
if I can hack
so I have a
the
question. So is it the HR? So which department is most vulnerable in a company for a
listen,
attack?
to be very honest, everyone is very vulnerable, because if you are a part of company, you are very much connected to each other. Okay. So like, just let me draw one. Like, if I say that, what should I say? That you are HR. Okay. So consider this is HR. This is HR. And this is actually the operation manager. So all are connected, right? And the
Okay.
general members.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
So everybody is actually connected. You see, everybody is connected. So if I can actually break any link, I can actually establish connection with others, right?
So you just need
Any
a
link.
email address. That's it, right?
Yes, yes. This is one example, right? For email address. Why we need email address? Because for the email addresses, I can send him phishing mails. I can give
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
clickbait.
Yeah.
So that phishing mails, how to craft a phishing mail, I'll teach you in a details. I'll teach you in detail in the cloud security class. Okay. So phishing mail is just nothing, just like a regular Facebook page, but the addresses are actually crafted. Okay. You will be seeing like in the Facebook, right? What is the address of Facebook? Facebook .com. But in reality, you'll see that the phishing target is actually like that. FCBOOK.com. So what is the difference between them? Look closely.
Spelling. Yeah.
See, A is missing. So FC
Yeah.
book. So in general view, so actually in the browser, actually you see it like this. Okay. So we actually rarely actually observe those who are security concerned. They actually observe this thing. They're going which sites. But in general, people see, okay, this is Facebook, okay. And you will observe absolutely the same web page like it is. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So thereby the phishing targets are actually still, it is very useful. We send it to even the general people, even the very general members. Very general people are also send the phishing links. Okay. And we actually target the general peoples, to be very candid. We target the general
Okay.
peoples. Okay.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
see, if the general peoples are actually targeted because they actually don't use antiviruses, their password credentials are very weak. So if we can target them, we can actually uh, establish connection with everybody. Okay.
Okay.
And we can
Done.
hack
Okay.
the entire system. And if you see the history of hacking and all other hacking activities, you look always seeing that the uh, idea of the simple employee, a very general employees are hacked fast. So from this general employee, we send a mail to one of the bigger user like operation manager. We send a mails.
Mhm.
Yes, boss, I need vacation. Please give me, grant me 5 days of leave or something. So
Mhm.
manager will see, okay, say, who is that? Oh, Mr. Jason, right? So Mr. Jason
Mhm.
is our employee and he's a legit employers. So since Jason is giving us a mail and it is actually from our domain like x.com. So fine, let us read his applications. Like you are an operation manager. Will you not read the leave application of your employee? Definitely, you will
Yeah,
respond to that.
definitely.
So when you
Definitely.
click, so when you will click the link of the employee,
Mhm.
you'll be affected with viruses. I'll send
Oh,
viruses to you. So by that, I'll take entire control of your system and I'll
okay.
send messages and viruses next to your higher boss. So see,
Okay.
he'll
Okay.
say, oh, this is the operation manager. He's requesting some information or credible information like that. So let me give him.
Mhm.
Then if I can actually compromise the HR account, likewise, I can actually compromise the financial information or a lot of other things. Like
Yeah.
this is how actually cybersecurity works. So in our previous classes, we have finished doing the information gathering part. Okay.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
and in this part, we will be actually dealing with the scanning part. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Good.
So now, what we are doing for that, we are actually using Kali Linux. It is actually a penetration testing software. So
Okay.
rest of the things, you just please follow the class minorly so that you can
Mhm.
actually do everything. Okay.
Okay. Good. Good.
Uh, uh,
Thank you.
And we also did one more thing, that is we have installed the Metasploitable framework, which is actually nothing but a dummy operating system. Like you're using your operating system, there are a lot of peoples here, right? So
Okay.
here you will be using a
Is it
dummy operating
VMware?
system. We are using VirtualBox. Okay, so
Okay.
let me tell you one thing. VirtualBox itself is a very dangerous operating system. Like why I'm saying, because it gives a lot of trouble. Okay, it gives actually a
Mhm.
lot of troubles to load, and a lot of time it actually fails. Number of time it
Okay.
fails, and we need to close it and reestablish, because it actually shares our virtual memory. Okay, that's the reason
Okay.
the VMware and VirtualBox both are very complex in nature. So it is better.
Okay.
A VirtualBox is a bit less. Okay, and that's why
Mhm.
it is suggested that we use the common platform, the VirtualBox. Okay, if you have
Okay.
VMware, please uninstall it. Okay,
Okay.
so
Understood. Okay.
so this is the Metasploitable. It is just like a machine. Consider there is a web server is running on someone from a company named Metasploitable. So they are surfing something in the internet. Okay.
Okay.
So the user ID is MSF admin. It is known to everybody, and password is MSF admin. The same thing is their password. Okay.
Okay.
And we type ifconfig. ifconfig is actually to give us the IP address of our target. So this time our
Okay.
IP address is 192.168.140. Okay, this is my
Okay.
IP address of the Metasploitable. Okay, now
Okay.
let's go to the Kali Linux. Okay, so what I will be doing here, I will be opening a terminal. Okay, click right mouse in the cursor and see there is open terminal.
Mhm.
it will open us a terminal for us. Okay, so let me increase it so that you can see. So to know our IP address in the Kali Linux, so same if, what will be, Mr. Manjur?
If config.
CONFIG. Remember the way how I am actually typing this thing. IF CONFIG. So if I
Okay.
type if config, so it is giving us the IP address of my Kali Linux. This is the IP address of my Kali Linux, 192.168.0.137. Now,
Okay.
just for others' consumption, if I say, right, capital I, F, CONFIG. Let's see. See, command not found. So Kali Linux is
Okay.
very case sensitive. How it is
Okay.
typed, you have to actually follow that sequence. Okay?
Okay.
There is no
Okay.
shortcut. If there is a space even missing between the words and syntax, it will generate error. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So the question raised by Mr. Mamun, could you just follow the instruction how to delete it? Have you gone through the presentation?
Yes, Kimi.
Mr. Mamun. I asked Mr. Mamun. He raised a point in the beginning of the class that
Yes.
you cannot. Could you delete it?
No, I couldn't yet. I need to see
Okay.
it.
Okay. So, for example, first what I need to do, I need to create a folder.
File.
Okay.
Folder.
So
Yes.
we created a folder. So what you will do, RM
So
space the file name. File name. Then
that's for that's not for creation. That's for deleting, right?
yes, I'm for, RM.
Okay.
Let's remove. RM stands for
Okay.
remove. RM file
Okay.
name
All right.
space. Then dash R like this. You do that. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
RM file name dash
Okay.
R. Then it will delete. But you must be
Okay.
in this
So
same directory. Like if you are in the download directory, okay. If you are in the desktop, so
it has to
you are
be
in
on
which
desktop.
place? Like for example, to see what are the files are inside. Like I'm in the desktop terminal. Okay, so I type ls list, press enter,
This directory.
and it will show what are the things are there. So you see there are actually two files. Okay, so like this. I need to see I'm in which directory. So if I am not in the wrong directory, no, I will not be able to do something. So for example, I'm just doing that. Okay, MK. So what he taught? MKDIR, make directory like Mr. Monjur. Okay, so by saying that, it will create a directory and type ls. You see, it is say Monzur and it is blue in color. That means it's a directory. So I want to delete it. RM space MONZUR dash R. Just follow the syntax and press enter. And you type ls. You see, there is nothing. No Monjur.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
Okay. So recapitulation process is done. Now, what I'll be doing, I'll be doing the scanning process. Okay. For scanning, what is the most important things in scanning purpose? Okay. That I said that the open ports and the version, software versions. Like in the previous class, I have given you actually examples how scanning is done and what is the open ports. So could you remember all those points, everybody? Hello.
Yes.
So who can tell me what are the ports for the wave history? What are the issues for port like wave hosting, like surfing the internet? Which port we actually use?
HTTP, HTTPS.
Okay, that's okay, madam. Tasha, madam, thank you so much. You are close to it, but there is a number like 40, 30, 20. Which
Yeah,
code?
HTTP is
80.
80 and
Yes, excellently.
HTTPS is
Excellent.
443.
Yes, yes, ma'am, exactly. So there is a port called number 80. 80 is for HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and more secured one, 443. Like Facebook is actually using, you'll be seeing in the Facebook that there is not HTTP, it is HTTPS. This forms a very important interview question. Remind me at the end of the class. I'll explain what is the actually difference between HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, let me finish my class first. So for others recapitulations, these numbers of ports are actually the address. Like what is the address of Mr. Manjur? What is your address?
You
Just
mean
tell, just yes, your address. Just tell me your segments. It is not need to be very accurate. Just tell me your address.
oh,
How
okay,
I
it's
can reach your house.
yeah, 1800 Deer Park Avenue, Deer Park.
Okay, so like 89 Park Avenue or something. Okay, so
Mhm.
89 Park Avenue. So see, there is a number. So that is your address. So if I need to reach your address, 89 Park Avenue, so I need to go 89. If I go 49, I am not sure there is any 49 Park Avenue or not, but I'll not be able to communicate with you, right? Is it
Sure.
possible? So
No.
like this. So the port numbers are actually the address of these services. Okay. Actually, in the scanning phase, this is actually very sophisticated and secured issues. So we cannot actually manipulate these ports. They're very yes, definitely we can manipulate because hackers actually do these manipulations. They amalgamate these ports for some other reasons that I'll explain later, not now. So these ports are actually important issue. I need to see these ports are open or not. If it is open, I can attack the target. If it is closed, or you will be listening the word filtered, 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 filtered. Okay. So if you see the word filtered, that means this port are actually firewall. There is a firewall or any security measures between the ports. That's why we cannot actually scan the targets. And remember one thing, since Mr. Manjur is new, I'm telling you once again, scanning is absolutely illegal. You cannot do scanning. You cannot do scanning in a live target. It is illegal unless and otherwise you have the permission. Unless and otherwise you have the permission from the owners. If, for example, I am Mr. X of a company and I am authorizing Mr. Manjur, a ethical hacker or a red teamer, okay, please scan and check the security system of my system. So then you're only authorized and you'll have a detailed contact list that what are the ways you can actually follow. In the peak hour, you cannot test the system. Okay, you cannot crash the system. You can only find the loopholes of the system. For example, uh, I told you in the other like you are inside a house. Okay, so this my drawings are very horrible. Okay, so if I consider this is an house, there is a windows, there is a doors, okay, there is some chimneys. So there are a lot of things. So hacker actually looks through his window, it is closed. Looks through his uh, drawers, it is closed. Then he looks through the chimneys. Chimney is actually not protected. Okay, so he can get inside the house through this chimney and steal the things. So the company who will actually hire you will actually look for these loopholes. He wants to know the loopholes. So he can actually close or seal off this chimney so that hackers cannot be able to access his house. So your job is to tell him Yes, Mr. X, in your company, I find there is a broken window, okay? Or there is the lock of this door is actually very feeble. It's very feeble and weak. You cannot really use it. People can easily smash it, break it, and get inside your house. The chimney of your house is actually not that secured, you're thinking. So people can also get inside through your chimney. Okay, please secure it. So for these beautiful advices, you'll get millions. Okay, and I'm going to show you how. And I said earlier that this scanning is absolutely illegal for live targets. That's why we are using a dummy targets. Okay, and meta exploitable is that dummy. Okay.
So
Any questions so far?
if it's illegal, then how do the hackers do that? Like they do it illegally, but then
No, 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 no. No, I said it is illegal for doing live, like you are using a software or you are
Mm,
using a web service. Okay, you are using
mhm,
a web
mhm,
service. So that I cannot really test. Okay, that I cannot do my own at my own. There are a lot of hackers. They actually the black hat hackers. There are three types of hacker: black hat, red hat, white hat, something like that. Okay, so the black hat hackers and the white hat hackers. So black hat are the bad people, and the white hats are the good peoples. Okay, so
okay. Mm,
so the black hat hackers, what they do, the black hat hacker actually they try to paint it each and every system. They always look for the weak system. The black hat hackers always look for the weak system. Black, weak. They always look for the weakness. They don't bother about your authorization or not. Okay. But
okay.
white hat
Mhm,
hackers, they're actually the police in cybersecurity. They're actually the police. Okay. So
mhm,
they they only come to your house when you have a warrant. Like police cannot
mhm,
really raid your house without a warrant, can they?
okay. Mhm,
So like this. So white attackers actually are the police. So you will be working as a police, just like for your understanding's sake. So
okay.
scanning is
Mhm,
illegal. You cannot scan someone's target without someone's website, without their permission. With
permission.
permission, you
Okay,
can
I
do
got.
that. Okay.
Mhm, okay.
But
Mm,
not everybody is ready to give you permission every time. And you need to test everything. Okay. For example, in my house, okay, I'm inviting you in my house. So you come to my house. So for example, you are a teacher. So I'll allow you to sit in my room. Will I allow you to get inside my bedroom?
mhm, no.
No. So like that, I'll not allow you
Okay.
all everything. Okay. You're a teacher. You
Okay.
come to my house. Okay. You teach my son. Okay, and you go outside. You're only
Okay.
allowed for 2 hours. For
Okay.
2 hours, you will be teaching my son, and after that, you'll go out. Okay. So
Mhm, I
there are a
got it.
lot of you see there are a lot of restriction. Okay. First off is that you're allowed with only 2 hours. Next, can't get inside my bedroom. Okay. Then
Mhm,
you cannot use other facilities in my house. You cannot eat in my house.
mhm,
Can't eat, right? So there are a lot of restriction. Okay. But
mhm,
with this restriction, can you really learn hacking? Can you learn hacking with a lot of restriction? No. You need a complete access to something. You need to
mhm,
know when you need to learn hacking, you need to explore all the domains of hacking. Hacking is a very big domain. So for that
mhm.
reason, I am creating a dummy house. Okay. So to actually challenge this thing, I am creating a dummy house. So in the dummy house, I can do everything. I can eat, I can sleep anywhere I want. If I want to shit anywhere, I can do anything. I can destroy the house, I can burn the house, I can water the house, I can do anything. Okay. So
Okay.
that dummy house is actually our metasploitable. Okay. Understand now?
Okay. Okay.
So
Good.
let
Yeah.
us get inside the Kali Linux environment. So test. So I'm clearing the screen. So today I'll be actually doing the scanning of the Metasploitable. So first of all, when you get inside a company, I told you earlier, when you get inside a company, your first job will be actually to see what are the networks inside of your house. So for that reason, Mr. Akash Palit, can you tell me what is the command to check the network? What are the networks inside my community? Because when I will be checking hacking a target, I'll actually exclude those. So what is the command, Mr. Akash Palit?
Hold on. Ping. Oh. So, you're looking, I mean, you're gonna look for the IP addresses?
No. I want to see what are the networks, what are the computers, what are the servers around me, like my friends. What are my friends? What are inside my network? Let me ease it for you. Sudo net.
Net discover.
Net
Yes,
discover.
Oh,
madam.
yes, sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
madam Alima.
Sudo
Very
net
good.
discover.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Net discover. Okay, sudo net discover. So for that reason, sudo means super user. Okay, sudo is actually the root privilege you are giving. So for that reason, you need to enter your password again. So after the password, it will start looking for, you see, now it is actually checking each and every networks. You see, this number is actually changing. So it will take a very long time. Okay, you have to wait. And remember, this scanning process with Kali Linux, it takes very long time. Sometimes it takes weeks even. Okay, hours even. You have to be very patient. You need to work. You need to have the habit of working overnight. Okay, because companies are actually will not allow you to. You see, there are some inputs are coming. So this is one of my networks inside around me. Okay, so companies will not actually allow you to work during their peak hour. For example, Mr. Farooq, do you work somewhere, Mr. Farooq?
Yes.
So what
Yes,
is the
I'm
office time? What is the office time?
office time here is 9 to 5.
Okay, so 9 to 5. So this is their peak hour. This is the time they will be expecting guests and visitors in their company. So this time, do you allow any sorts of policing activity or anything? Do you allow all those
No,
things? So like
no.
that. So you're a police, you're a cybersecurity expert, an ethical hacker. You're actually police. You're actually checking the systems. So when you will be checking this thing, please observe this bar. Are you seeing this bar?
Yeah,
See
is a scan.
the usage of CPU. See the graph, it is showing 50%, 40%. Actually, Kali Linux actually engages your operating system. It is a very dangerous operating system, and using it for a long time in the virtual machine actually harms your memory in your processor. Remember this thing. That's best just for my testing purpose. I have a separate PC with Kali Linux installed, but just for training purpose, I'm showing it with the virtual machines. But actually, it is very harmful because since you see the amount of engagement, okay, when you will be scanning the things, you see this all are actually absolutely blue. That means 100% usage, 100% usage of your uh, processor speed and memory and all those things. For example, let's see, Madam Mr. Hafiz. So if I give you 100, how much weight you can carry, Mr. Hafiz? How much weight you can carry? Do you go to gym? Anybody visits gymnasium?
No, not me.
Okay. So there are a lot of weights in the gymnasiums. So how much weight you can really handle? 40 kg? 50? What is
Yeah,
the
say 50. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we are
it will tell your body when you carry it. It will tell you it is possible
okay.
for you or not.
Okay, so for example, your highest limit is 45 kg or 50 kg. Okay, just for instance, you take 50 kg. So every day, if you go with your fullest extent, if you work harder every day, you will get tired, right? Definitely you get tired, right? But if you work in a lower capacity some of days, you'll feel relaxed, you can work longer, right? But with your full
Yeah.
capacity, can you really actually just like let me give you another examples, like you're driving a car. Okay? Please bear with my very poor drawings. So can I understand this is a car? Okay, so the high speed of your car is actually 140 kilometers, right? So can you actually always keep your speed up to 140? Sometimes you need to brake, you need to lower your speed to 80 or 60 something. Can you always drive with 140?
No.
What do you think? So like this, the computer system is also cannot always work with 100%. Okay. But if you see Kali Linux, see the amount of traffic, see, it makes the system very busy. Okay. Because it gives, you see, it is scanning a lot of things. It's still going on, still going on. It will go up to 255. Then it will stop. It is scanning massively. That's why it is actually engaging your system. So remember this thing after this course, remove the virtual box. And if you are a professional, install Kali Linux in a separate computer, because Kali Linux actually harms your system, because it actually slows down your RAM and your processor performance. Okay, using it for too long in the virtual system actually harms your computer. Remember this thing. So we are not interested to wait more. So to terminate a command, Control C. So it terminates. So you see, these are the networks in around my system. Okay. So this thing you need to do first when, as an hacker, ethical hacker, I should say, when you will be hired, your first job will be to do the net discovery. So doing that, you will be knowing that these are the IP address of my own company. This is my company IP addresses. Okay. And this is the machine access code. This is the machine that I'm actually using. Okay. Now, one more thing. You need to know your the router address of it, because your router itself is a machine and it is actually checking, supporting you. Okay. So what is the IP address of your router? You say,
So brother, I got one question.
yes, please
So
tell me.
my question is for we using the sudo net discovery. So then our in the office we'll see the what is the our environment, what is the our server security, and so how we know that another server or another network will engage over here.
You see, it is showing because net discovery command actually shows what are the IP addresses inside your network. Like if I consider that, let me drag you this thing. See, this is our actually Zoom box. Okay. So these are our actually students. I am running a class. So these are, you all are my students here. So I need to know who all are my students. Okay, this is Mr. Farooq, Mr. Akash Palik, this is Alima. So I need to know this thing. So actually doing this thing, I'm actually knowing who all are in my network. So you all are in my network. So I am running a class of 37 batch, and this is the student list. Okay. So Net Discover actually does the same thing. Okay. Now clear?
Okay. Yeah, now I got it.
So actually, I am just trying to know who are my students, okay, who are actually doing the class for me, okay. So like this. So I am knowing which are the machines inside my network. So these are actually my friends, okay. I will not touch them. I will not scan them because it will actually spoil my time. So I'll look for the outsider IP. So anything, any IP except this, I'll consider them an outsider. Like that is the thing. So to know the IP, what did I say? The IP address of my router, through which I am using the internet. So I'm using netstat. What is the command, Mr. Mamun? Netstat. What I'll write?
NR.
Dash nr, not nr.
NR.
Okay.
Dash NR, sorry.
Just
Yeah.
if I don't use dash, just if I type
Then
nr,
dash
you see,
No, it's not going
it
to
will
come.
not take.
Dash NR.
It will not take. So what I'm saying, must be very careful. And one beautiful thing about Kali, here the scheme, you need not to type once again. Just click the upper arrow,
Yeah.
upper arrow of your keyboard, and it will show the previous command. See? And correct it.
So
Dash
I have one more question.
Please
So
ask.
once we discover that what are the IP addresses we have in the system. Okay, so these are the IP address connected to my router or to my internet, right?
Exactly. So
So
that means they are
what if
my friend. That means they are
okay,
my
what
friend.
if any of them are dummy, like any of them that unwanted in there? There is no way to figure it out. Like
Yes,
all,
yes.
not all of them. One of them is like outsider, and we don't know that is in our network or not. So how do we
No.
figure out that part?
That will be sorted out, because you see, I know definitely from the manager. Okay, so when as
Okay.
an okay, wait, go to this skin. So when as a ethical hacker, at first there is a very long details. Okay, those parts I will be discovering in the last month of my class. That in the sixth month, I'll be telling you what are the administrative procedures when as a hacker you go to any company. So what are the deeds you need to sign? What are the issues you need to do? So there in that deed paper, okay, the deed paper, there will be lot of things like how many networks, okay, in the deed paper is a very large thing, and you need to go line by line of that deed. So in that deed paper, what they will actually see, number one, first, they will see how many IP inside this company. Okay. How many hosts? That means, or you can say users. The employee are using computers. Okay. So how many hosts? How many IP addresses? So from there, I actually know that will be actually 40 IP addresses that are being used. One is for the CEO, one is for the account officer, one is for the operation manager, one is for the HR manager, like this. So I know I will have 40 addresses. So when I actually ran the command, discover the other previous command you have noticed. So I see only 3. So I'll be observing all those 40. So since in my table there is 4 things, my two laptops and 1 mobiles. So all are using the network. So I got 3 in the previous example I showed you, right? So if I get more than 40, then I'll say, see, yes, you told me you have 40 network addresses. Where are these? So I can cache the targets. And in reality, these are not that easy. Okay, the hackers will use their tools so that actually you cannot really detect those things, right? In the this net discovery tool will not give you, will not able to detect the hackers that easily. Okay, this for your internal service. You need to know your own man for that reason. Okay, point clear, Mr. Mamun? Stay clear.
Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay. So what
Okay.
I've been saying, now I need to know my the IP address of my router. So I type netstat.nr. So you see, this is the IP address of my router, 192.168.0.1. Always remember, 1 is actually for the routers. Routers is the first IP address. So 192, whatever maybe the octet is, the last one will be 1. So that is my actually the IP address of my router. So if I need to hack my router or the wireless hacking system, definitely I discarded this module from your syllabus because wireless hacking needs special devices. You need a special routers to do wireless hacking. And actually, it is not that necessary for your job. Okay. Wireless hacking is actually for the FBI and other intelligence organizations. Okay. We don't actually need it. For our general purpose, we don't need wireless hacking. We actually need to know how the system hacking is done, how website hacking is done, and we have avoided it with another module, that is cloud security. I said that. But remember, cloud security is very costly. For each and every scan, you need to spend your dollars. So you need to be very cautious. You need to use your cloud security with cautions, because if you do something else for every scan, you need to pay money. It is very costly. Okay, so we'll be covering those things or otherwise. So what I said, that when I'll be sitting as a ethical hacker in the company, first thing is that I will be doing the net discovery. So net discovery, doing that, I will be knowing what are the IP address in my company. Second thing, what I will be do, I'll know the netstat command. I will know the IP address of my routers. Okay, the router I'm using for internet access. So
The
I note
router
down
always
this.
have to be 0.1,
Yes, it is always has to be one. You check, you
but it's
check.
showing. Yeah, my one is showing 192.168.1.254.
Okay, 254. So what is the binary? I told you in the subnetting class. So
Yes.
have you seen for one, what is that? 254. You see, convert this
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, okay, I got it.
Okay. Look at the subnet class 255, 255, 255. Okay. The last one is last octet is 0. So like this, you convert this thing in the binary, you'll see it is 254. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
got it. Yes, got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. So listen, this is the most important module of my class. Okay. The ethical hacking part. So please follow it. If any question, please stop me. Doesn't matter. If required, I'll take it with 2 months. Okay. But I'll make it understandable to you. Get it known from your heart. Get it known from your heart so that you don't fail. Okay. So I have discovered what are the my friends. Now I need to know my enemy. So I told you earlier. So my enemy is Mr. Metasploitable. This is the server. So what is the IP address of it? 192.168.140.89. 168.140.9. So I am actually doing that. So to scan this target, Nmap, this is a tool. Okay. So what are the commands? Okay. So one Nmap, you write Nmap, then 192.168 dot, go to the metasploitable dot 140.89. So 140.89. Okay. And type enter. So what it will do, it will scan the, oh, sorry. Why it is actually not working? Who can say why it didn't work? It is actually blocking. Okay. So
It has
You
to be.
have to use sudo.
no. Okay.
No,
Let's see. Sudo. But
sudo and
observe the, it's a blocking. If it is really up, it is blocking the ping probes. See, it is actually blocking the ping probes. Read the instructions carefully. Always in the world of cybersecurity,
okay.
do not fail to read any instruction. Every instruction is important. So I type ping, then 192.168.140.89. Just see that is it actually active or not. Unreachable. You see, it is showing unreachable. Why? Let me see. Maybe I have typed wrong. 140, 192, 1.196, 168, 192, 168. 192.168.140. Control C. 192.168.140.89. Right? Is it the same thing? 192.168.140.89. Let's ping my one to him. Let's see actually whether he can check it or not. What I'm doing actually, I want to see that there is a connectivity between my system or not. See, this is my IP address. Copy selection, and I'm going to the Metasploitable. Let's see, Metasploitable can really ping me or not. Ping. Copy. 192.168.0.137. 192.168.0.137.
I think it's
Let me see.
1192. You instead of 192,
130.
you put
Yes,
1.
yes, it changed because I changed my computer. I told you, because I use multiple computers. Okay, that's why it is changed. And also I change my IPs very frequently, because since I'm actually teaching 4 or 5 batches. Okay, you are one of them. So if my IP address is actually exposed, so I am also exposed. So there are actually, there's a lot of vulnerabilities there. That's why I change my IP addresses, and I change my systems very frequently. Okay, that's the thing. You need not to bother about this. These things are not sacrosanct. That means it is not inevitable. It is not like the value of pi. It will always change. Okay, doesn't matter. But you need to know that the thing is there, and you need to input it correctly. Okay. So I'm giving a ping. Let's see. 192. Oh, I typed it wrongly.
That's what I mean. That you write it wrong. Instead of 192, you put 192.
Yes. 192.168.0.137. See whether it can actually check my targets or not. So there is no connectivity between my computer and himself. You see, that's why it is not giving a. So it will not work. So let me close it and open it once again. I told you that is the bad thing of the virtual box. Many a time it crashes. It will happen. Okay, so bear with that, but actually it is very helpful, because if you need to install so much of things, it is very clumsy. And actually using this Metasploitable, these vulnerable machines, okay, for doing that you also need to have a virtual machine. There is no shortcuts. Okay, or else you need to install 2 Linux in the 2 computers, one in the Metasploitable, another is like that. So it is very clumsy. That's why we use VirtualBox. It's a very easy solution. But in the actual environment, your whole system will be in Kali. Okay, your whole system will be in Kali. Remember this thing. So so that you will not face a single problem like this. Okay, let me use that. So for Mr. Monjur, since you're new, so what I'm actually doing, I'm
Yes.
actually scanning my system. Okay, I'm
Okay.
actually scanning my system. For every system, there are a lot of ports. Okay, let me finish this thing first, so you will be understanding it properly. So could you download MSF admin Metasploitable?
Yeah, right now.
So could you download MSF admin Metasploitable?
Yeah, right now.
Yes. Do you have this thing? So
No,
it is.
I have to download it. No.
So okay. So again, ping 192.168.0.137. This is the IP address of my Kali Linux. Let's see, you can communicate with Kali or not. It is not able to do that. So I need to. It's connected to the internet, but it's not connected with Kali Linux. Let me know what is the reason. Networks, BJ after it is there. Let me close it once again. Opening the virtual box. I'm sorry for this interruption, okay? And it will also happen in your case also, right? Sometimes you see that the Kali Linux is not properly opening. It is giving a blank screen, right? It happens, right? Have you observed?
Yes.
So it happens. So every time you need to just shut it down, refresh it like this, okay? Nothing doing. That's the reality of this virtual box or VMware, whatever you say. Give it a try. The class is very limited one, okay? But the issue is that this troubleshooting. Troubleshooting actually takes a lot of time. So till the time it gets started, let me finish the last part also. So, like I said in the previous class, and for Mr. Monjur especially, so every system has a lot of ports, like for port 80 is for the HTTP. HTTP actually for the internet, website, web surfing, okay? And also there is another port that is 443, that is HTTP secured. HTTPS secured. Your Facebook, your Google actually use the HTTPS port. Is actually the security measures are actually more for the file transferring files. We use FTP port, and that is 21. FTP, file transfer protocol. Okay, there are some thing called telnet, like your video calling in the WhatsApp, in Telegram. You use your video calling system. So that thing is actually telnet. Okay, through internet you can call each other, that is telnet. So there are a lot of other services. There is also called DNS service. Okay, that may be 53 or something, I'm not sure. DNS, what is the port for DNS? These are very important things. These are also asked in the interview session also. So there are some other few issues.
What is the
Yes,
21?
FTP, file transfer protocol.
FTP. Okay.
Rajib sir, these port numbers will always be same, right?
Yes, these are actually the designated. These are like if I say Donald Trump, you understand that gentleman. If I say Sarah Pauline, you know that lady also, right? But if I keep my son's name, Mr. Trump, will you be able to recognize my son? If I keep the name of my son, uh, uh, Donald, okay? If I say I have a child, okay? So if I call him, yes, this is my son Donald, can you really recognize him as the president of USA?
No.
So like this, these are actually well-known ports, okay? You can manipulate it, but generally we don't manipulate. Generally we use these ports, but with these ports also, we have also 65,553 more ports. 65,553 ports. Of them, very few, not more than 100 even, we are actually using every day. Basically, these ports are always used. 80, port 80 and 443. These are always used, and it has to be open, because if these ports are not open, you cannot run your web server. Your website actually runs on this. If you have a website, you have to open this port. There is no shortcut. Okay. So it is not like that I close my port and okay, I am secured. No. If you need to provide service, you need to open your doors. So 80 is that the door of web server. Okay, your web service. I believe you understand what is web service, Mr. Manjur. Do you understand
Yes,
what is
yes,
website? They're like your website. like you
Yeah,
browse google.com, something like that.
yeah.
So all those things actually go through this 80 and 443. You'll
443.
see
Okay.
in the in the websites, okay? Like Facebook. See, HTTP, what is saying? See,
HTTPS. Yeah.
see, this is HTTPS. Okay. Now
Okay.
let's go to Google. So for HTTPS, which port?
443.
Exactly. So go to Google. See, it is HTTPS. Have you seen?
Yes. Yeah.
HTTPS,
Yeah.
Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. S, secured. So do you have any website of your company, Mr. Manjur?
Yes.
Okay, tell me the name. Is it HTTP?
Calico Cottage.
Hali Cottage. Hali
Calico. No, no, Calico. Calico.
CLI.
Cali.
Cali
Co Cottage. Cottage.
Cali Cottage. Okay, let's see.
Calico Cottage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, that is also HTTPS. You see? See, that is also HTTPS. See?
HTTPS. Yeah. Yeah, we
So
have
there will
a
be
pretty good security system. Yeah. I hope so, because we get every
but
like couple of
but
months we get
after
training.
just finish this month, and some more, and you will be knowing that how
Okay,
things are
I'll see.
very vulnerable.
Yeah, I want to see that.
How
Yeah.
things are very vulnerable. Okay, people thinks they are very secured. Okay, people thinks they're very secured. So let's see. Actually, believe in me, your security systems are very strong. Okay, we use a lot of advanced antiviruses, EDR solutions, lot of things. But thing is that the user, we actually keep the password as ABC123 and the birthday of our children, lot of things. Okay,
Mhm.
trust me, I'm telling you the truth. So if you have a very good security, but your drawer is open, will it work?
No, no.
See the Kalinex, you see? Everything is completely blue. It is using its fullest capacity. That thing is actually I'm trying to tell. That is the bad thing of Kali Linux. It actually really makes your system very busy.
Okay.
See, now it's okay because I'm not doing anything. Okay, but sometimes you see that it is absolutely blue, no space, and it
Mhm.
is doing it for the full capacity for a long time. So now let's see if the system is with the online or not. Ping google.com. Ping. Just trying to see. Yes. So it is giving a reply. That means there is internet connection in this server. Now let's see. Go to the Metasploitable. Let me open. Okay. Let it open. Then let me take the class. So what I'll be doing, this nmap command, I'll be actually observing this 65,553 ports. But also I can change the system. Like I'll be only checking this 80 port this because since I know that these two ports are open, so I'll be scanning through these ports only. So thereby the time will be taken will be less. Okay, so that is my intention. So scanning this 65,553 ports, trust me, it takes no less than 3 to 4 hours, no less than. Okay, since the server is actually inside our computer. Okay, this metasploitable server is inside our computer in our own network. That's why you are getting a very faster result. MSF.
Okay.
Add. So you have to be very patient in the profession of cybersecurity. And that's why most of the time I do night office. Okay. So after the finishing of the class, I'll go to my office. I'll work whole night. In the daytime, I'm free. That is the reality of my
Oh,
job. Okay.
okay.
And many a times I need to do the night offices. No shortcuts, because companies are actually open in the morning. So there are a lot of issues. So I can really uh, do anything else. Okay. I need to work overnight, but I'm highly paid. That's the beauty. Okay. You will also enjoy this thing. So now I am checking whether I can communicate with my server or not. 192.168 dot, what is my IP address?
0.137.
Oh, so you remember, right? I often forget because my IP address frequently changes. That's why I could not recollect my IP address. So 192.168.140.108. So it's now 108. 140.108. So it is connecting. See, pinging. So it has a connection with my server, Kali Linux. Okay. So now we can really do the if configs. Every time you do that, be sure of it, the IP address. It is very sensitive. If it is not, then you will not be able to scan your targets. So 192.168.140.89. Okay. So let's see in the Kali Linux, typing clear. Okay, let me enhance it. Nmap 192.168. What was the metasploitable ID? 140.89. 140.89. Okay. See, within a second, 1.1 second, it gave me the results. Can you see? But it will never happen. Trust me, my dear friends. It will never happen. It will take not less than 3 to 4 hours. You have to have patience for that. And actually, this command, this is a very basic command. It's a very basic command that this basic command actually give access to only the first 1000 ports. Okay, first 1000 ports, the most renowned ports. You see, those renowned ports will be actually scanned by that. So what I try to mean that you see 21. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So I told 21 is for FTP. Okay, SSH. If you have cloud computer, like you are using Amazon, you are using Google Cloud, all those things are used by port 22. Okay, your Google Drive. Okay, this is cloud system, so it uses 22, port 22. So in the last month, when we'll be teaching you the cloud security, so you'll see that this port 22 is actually being used for transferring your file. Port 21, FTP, file transfer protocol. SSH, secure shell. Okay, secure shell host.
What is
SSH,
TCP?
TCP,
TCP.
transmission control protocol. TCP,
Okay.
transmission control protocol. It's just like your address. You say address, but internet say TCP. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions
So
so
these
far?
numbers are TCP, we can say.
Actually, yes, but not actually. Actually, yes, and not actually. The is best way you say port, because
Port,
TCP,
okay.
and there is another thing that is called UDP. So you please follow the first class. That's why I said, because if you miss things, you miss a lot of things. So there is one thing that is called TCP and UDP. Okay.
Okay.
So there are two different things. So you know first, we call it port. Okay. And see
Okay.
the state. See the state. It is open. It is open. Okay. Now port
Mhm.
25, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. For your SMS service, we use this protocol. Okay. Like 80, HTTP, you say, that is for your internet, that net surfing, all those things. So there are also a lot of things. You need not to know all those things. Okay. You need not to know all those things. Just these are the basics. These 4 or 5, these are the basics. These are asked in the interview sessions. Okay. They are asked in the
Okay.
interview. Just like what they ask. Suppose in the scanning features. Okay. Let me not tell this thing now because it will go over it. Okay. After the class, I'll tell you the interview questions. So that you'll actually relate these things because you will not understand those jargons now. Okay. Let me
Okay.
tell it, reserve it for the end of the class. After the end of the class, I'll tell you the interview question technique, how interview questions are formulated from these 4 lines. Okay.
Okay.
You'll not, if I tell you, you'll not be able to understand now. So for now, you understand this thing that with this Nmap command, actually you're scanning this network. That means you're scanning this software, this metasploitable, this computer. Like, understand this is a robot, but this is a computer. You're actually scanning this computer. So by scanning his computer, I able to know that these are the open ports I have. If you don't have open ports, you cannot really hack a system. As simple as it is. Okay. Now
Okay.
do this for your own computer. Like you have a Windows. So in the Windows, click here, type CMD. You'll be finding the command prompt. Okay. Type ipconfig. ipconfig. What will type? ipconfig. For Linux, it is ifconfig. For Windows, it is ipconfig. Okay. You see.
Okay.
So for this is my IP address 192.168.56.1. So this is the IP address of my Windows. Okay. Let's see what happens with Windows. Okay. So Nmap 192. I very often forget my things. 192.168.56.1. 168.56.1. Okay. Let's see what it finds my system. See, it will not be able to scan my system because it is blocking it. Why? Because I have a firewall opened on. So I need to disable my firewall. Okay. I need to disable my firewall. Then it can actually glance through my system. Generally, we don't. You see, there is a firewall networks. So I need to open the firewall system. Okay. And I need to disable it. Then it will get it. So you do it in your own time. You can actually scan anything. Okay. Any system you can scan. So if there is a firewall, if there is antivirus, you will not be able to do that. Since this is a vulnerable target, it doesn't have any antivirus, it doesn't have any firewall. That's why it is giving me this easy access. So far understood?
Okay. Yes.
Any confusion so far? Any
No.
confusions?
No.
Okay. So in the submitting class, I told you that I can actually scan the entire networks. So for every subnetting, like if I consider the Metasploit, okay, let me clear the screen first so that you can understand properly. Clear. So like this is actually a class C address and it has number of networks. Okay, CIDR class. So what I can do, I can actually go for dash 224. So scan more 200 in the class C address. How many addresses are there? Madam Alima, how many addresses are there in the class C address? Hello?
192, 191 to
No, 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 no,
224.
no, 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 no. That is the first octet. That actually helps me to understand. It is from which octet? It is from which system? Class C, class B, class A. But how many networks are there? Like you are doing like
65,532.
yes. What is it, Mr. Mamun?
65,532.
No, no, no. You're wrong. The
32.
address. Class C address. How many? 200.
256 address.
54.
Yes. 256. Please don't forget this thing. So with this IP address, like I am doing a Zoom class, okay? You are actually 10% here. So you are the 10%, you are my family. So we are actually 10 members of our family. So this family of class C address have actually 256 addresses. But in reality, you'll actually able to scan 254. So I need to see other members also. So I want to see that whether the other members are there or not. Okay. If anybody is using the system, it will also scan the network. This all class C network will be checked, and the vulnerable system will be scanned. In the previous example, what we just did, we only scanned this part only this IP address. That's why it gave within 1 second gave me a result. You see, it is not giving any result. It will taking time. Why? Because it is also scanning other 254 targets. So all the address in this network range are actually scanning. That's why it is taking a lot of time. However, it will give you the same result because actually I'm only using this port, this address, and no other addresses are actually using any services. So I'll get the result of the previous one. Wait and see. Are you understanding now? Mr. Manjur, are you understanding this thing?
Yeah,
I
yes,
have a
sir.
Mr.
little
Farooq,
bit
yeah.
confusion about
Okay.
the class C 256.
Class
The
C
class
256.
C, this thing I'm little bit confused. Class
Okay.
C
So,
Okay.
256.
where did you get this number? 256, class C has 256 addresses.
These addresses.
Yes.
Okay.
How do we get this number?
Okay. Mr. Monjur, you after this class, okay, I'll be going for my duty in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, okay. I'll have a separate session too, okay, because if I need to tell you all these things, actually my class time will be hampered, okay. I'll will make you understand in a separate session with you, single session. Since you're new, I'll make you understand all those things, okay. This is not time to explain all those things, okay. Mr.
Okay.
Farooq, what
But
about
if I
Mr. Farooq, for you,
Class C 256.
okay. So
I'm
the
confused. Just class C 256.
okay. So for the 192.168
68. Yeah. Dot.
dot, what is my the IP address?
Dot 0. 56.0.
Wait, it's not done. Maybe it is taking a side address. Issues. Oh my God. Again, this is blocking my system. What happened? 140.89, 192, 168, 140. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I gave the wrong ID. It's my Windows ID, right? Oh. Dash 250, 252 the. Okay. So let me go like 192.168.0 like say 12. This is an IP address. So what we do, we convert each of these block in the binary numbers, okay, and we taught you in the earlier classes, okay. Let me you have the slides of the previous one. Let me
Yeah,
make you
it's got a
understand.
two n to the power
Okay,
8.
I'm opening the slides.
To the,
Okay, I am opening the slides of the previous so that it will assist you. Okay. Just opening this thing for you. It's host IP. So just see these examples. It is also given in the Google Classroom. Just like if you give any IP address like this, okay? So what you do, this is your IP address, you're seeing it, okay? Convert it in the binary. So how to convert it in the binary? Just for you, you don't need to know how to convert things in the binary. Use your online internet. So convert 1 and 2 to a binary number. So it will give you a binary number. So whatever the binary number is here, you just put it here. Okay. Now for the host bit, whatever the address range actually I say, okay, this last octet. So this is a 0. This is the last octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This last octet will be considered as host bit. So the formula is 2 to the power n. Like 2 to the power n. And this n is actually your host bit. So if I consider the number of hosts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are the host bit. So if I put this 6 in the formula, what happens? 2 to the power 6. So in the calculator, what is the result of 2 to the power 6? Find out. So you'll find that the result is actually from that domain. Okay. For normal class C address, it is actually 2 to the power 8. Last 8 bits are actually host. 2 to the power 8, what happens? 256. So 256 are the address, are minus 2. These two address are actually utilized by the computers. So we cannot really use two addresses always. Every address system, you need to discard 2 by default. So in reality, there is actually 8 octet. So this last 8 digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 digits. So the concept is 2 to the power n. So n is equal to 8. So it is 256. So thereby we are getting 254. 254. Understand, Mr. Manjur?
yeah, I got it. I got it now.
Yes, yeah. Now I understand you.
Okay. So that is the thing. That is the thing you need to understand. Okay. But even though anybody having any confusion of these things, any confusion of this thing, please call me in the morning. I'll give you a separate session, because without understanding this thing, you cannot go further. I tell you once again, without understanding this thing, you cannot proceed further. So you see, my scan has been finished. So now it actually scanned all the ranges of IPC, the class C address, that is 254 targets. Okay. So you see, I said what I said, 254. So in the scan also, I did the 252. Okay. See how much time it take? 4.8 seconds. So it took much more time than the previous. Could you understand the difference? It took much time. Like in the earlier time, what he said, we just scanned this, okay, and within the 1.16 second, it gave me the result. But this result, the previous result, It took actually longer time, 4.877, because it actually scanned all the 254 network addresses. 254 network addresses, then it got the result. Since I don't have any other websites on IP addresses that is open, that's why it is actually finding this one also. It is giving the result of this website. So you see the same result it is showing, but you need to know this thing, because in the real environment, when you are in the real environment, you'll see there are number of networks that are using number of services. That's why you need to give that command, like the IP address of the target dash 252. Or you can also give a CIDR value, like, let me clear the screen first. Are you understanding the things? Dear students, are you understanding my words? Is it any problem?
Slowly, yeah. Getting it
So,
slowly.
okay. So there is a CIDR value like 24, 26. I told you in the submitting class. If you don't understand it, please knock me. Please knock me. I will not bother. I am devoted to my students. Okay. So slash 24, same result. It will do the same things. CIDR value. Like you can give it dash to 254, and you can also do it by slash 24. See, it will give you the same type of result. Okay. It will give you the same type of results in a different way, different fashion. See? So what I am actually doing, I'm scanning the system I told you earlier. So what is actually happening? I am what? What I'm actually doing, that I scan these things. You see this time, there are 81,080. So there is also port 8180. Okay. Do you know, sometimes, have you, any of you used SOC analyst, SOC system? Have you, anybody worked in a SOC system environment? Any one of you?
No, no.
Okay. So SOC system actually use these 8180 ports. Okay. So there are also X111. You'll be understanding this thing. MySQL, these are actually the web servers. Okay. So actually these last one are not important. The important is actually these first 5 or 6 or 10. These are actually very highly used in the cybersecurity industry or the normal industry. Normal people actually use this one. So these are actually used. Okay. But important thing is that it is only giving you the result of the port. It is open and the service. But I am not knowing FTP. Like in our class, there is Mr. Manju, there is Madam Alima, there is Mr. Farooq, and a lot of other guys. Okay. So is there any probability that there will be number of Farooq, there will be number of Hafiz? Okay. For example, in the class, there is a Madam Tasha. Okay. So there is two Tasha. So which Tasha you're telling? Tasha, the tall guy, the tall girl. Could you remember? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I understand. The madam is a bit tall. That one you are doing, or you are telling the short one, or the just you say some definition, right, to identify that port, right? Are you understanding my words? What I'm trying to say? Okay, let me write it for you. Like two of the persons are here, like Madam Alima in the class. Okay, another guy, another girl, she's also Alima. Two of the ladies are Alima. So one Alima is a Nigerian. Okay, one Alima is from Bangladesh. So okay, are you understanding, Alima? So if there is, if you understand, there are two ladies in this classroom, Alima. So definitely, what will happen? One of you will ask, okay, teacher, which Alima you are actually mentioning, the Nigerian or the Bangladeshi one. So I will be saying the Alima from Nigerian. I'm actually looking for you. Could you understand my word? Yes, sir, I understand. So by telling Nigerian, by telling Bangladeshi, I'm actually specifying the actual Alima I am really looking for. Is this point understood?
Yes, yes.
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 Everybody.
Yes,
Manatasha,
sir.
did you
Yes.
understand this point? So
Yes.
knowing the actual system will not all do. I need more things. FTP. Which FTP? I need to know his version number. So to know the version number of this service, what I need to do? I need to give another command. Observe this thing. It's very important. Just okay, let me each time, every time I clear the screen so that you see in a larger view, you don't face any problem. You type Nmap space. Follow each and every step. Please remember this thing. Kali Linux is a very disgusting operating system and also my favorite one. But why it is disgusting? Because if you miss any space, any hyphen, anything, it will not work. It will give you error. So Nmap space, then I'll type dash S capital V, not small v. If you give small v, it will not work. That Nmap SV for the version scan. Okay, I am now scanning the version, and S is for sync scan, TCP scan. SV, you will not ask like this. You will be knowing SV. Then 192. What is my IP address? 168 dot. What is that metasploitable? I always forget that. 140.89. 140.89. That is my target. Press enter. So what it will do, it will actually give me the version information. It will take longer time. Wait for some time. Okay, let me open another terminal so that I can show you number of instances at once. I'm opening another terminal. Okay, this is my another terminal. And this is the beauty of Kali Linux, that you can open multiple terminals to see your things. This is actually doing the scan. This is my fresh. Okay. So you see, it is taking longer time because it is actually taking number of more information from the system. Now I will not be only knowing the systems, but I will also know its version number. Okay. Do this. So Nmap.
Sir, I have a small problem.
Yes, tell me.
So the one you are showing, it's every time I'm doing the command, it's blocking me. It's saying, giving me a message if it is really
Yes, yes, yes.
blocking our thing from.
Yes, yes. Did you follow in the first, in the beginning of my class? I also
Yes,
faced
I
the
have
same
all.
problem. I faced the same problem.
Okay.
So what I did, I just closed the system 2 more
Okay.
times and open it. It happens, man. I apologize for that from Kali and from myself because nothing can be done. This is the bad thing of the virtual box, because of this virtual box, not the issue of Kali. The virtual box or VMware, whatever you say, because you are using a virtual system and is actually sharing your system resources, and thereby it is not getting the full potentiality. It happens. Okay, so close it, open it once number of times, and it will give you the results. So what I said, oh no. So 192.60, 140, 189. So 140.89. So 2 of these scans. So this is the first scan we did. Okay, this is the first scan we did. Nothing, no version scaling. So you see last 1.15 second only this time, and here there is no information at the side of this FTP. But in the later on, what he did, you see, there is another table, version. And you see, we got some more additional information. VS FTP 2.34. That
Yes.
thing I said, Tasha, the long Tasha or the short Tasha. Okay, the Nigerian Tasha or Bangladeshi Tasha. So like that, it is now specifying more information. The earlier one, I'm going to the earlier one, you see, there is nothing. Just it is saying FTP. Which FTP? Tell me the version. See, it is saying VS FTP 2.34. So knowing this version actually help you to hack the system. What? Okay. Let me go to the internet. Okay, I'm opening my Firefox browser from the Kali Linux. And what I'll do, I'm just copying it. Copying it, okay? And in the internet, I'll just paste it. And I'll ask internet, please give me Control V or paste the things. Google.com, okay? Go to google.com. And paste. VS FTPD exploit in the GitHub, you see. See how many hackers have created virus for this system. Python exploit for backdoor. Helsen, he's also a hacker. He made VS FTPD 2.34. There are thousands of exploits. Okay, these are actually viruses. Okay, if you install it in your Kali Linux, you can really hack the targets. I'll teach you in the hacking section how the hacking system is actually done. So knowing this version information is very, very crucial. Okay. So, Mr. Hafiz, so to check the version, what I did, Mr. Hafiz, are you there? Hello, Mr. Hafiz, can you listen to me? Okay, Mr. Munjur, did you understand the point? What I tried to mean?
Yeah. So that was the second command that to ask for the version.
What I said? Nmap?
And SV,
Yes, small s, capital V.
small s, capital V.
The thing I'm doing here, all are in the PowerPoints, okay, in your lecture sheets. It is given a screenshot like this. So what you will be doing, okay? What you will be doing, your task. So I write a command like this, okay? So in the computer section, Windows, type sniping, SNI, and you see the sniping tools, okay? I made it sniping tools. This is the sniping tools. Click new. Now you just select the thing, it will be copied. After the copying, just paste it in the PowerPoint, like I showed you in the earlier, paste in the PowerPoint slides and write some comments. Okay, why? This nmap-sb command actually gives us the version information of a system. Okay, so that you can remember it next time, and it will be your assignment. So whatever commands I'll be practicing in my sessions, the assignment for all will be using this command. You will first type the command, copy it, execute it, okay, give a screenshot of the results also, so you understand that this kind of results actually appear. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Okay, so this actually by this command, what I try to do is actually I found the versions. Okay, And there are also number of more commands, like if I want a aggressive scan. Okay, let me show this one. If I want the aggressive scan, okay, that means there are a number of versions for Nmap. So if you want to explore about Nmap more, you type man, manual, Nmap, manual Nmap. Every command you have a there is a manual of using this thing. Okay, man space Nmap. Press enter, you see this is a Nmap reference guide. So here you see there are a lot of commands, how we can execute the commands. See, Nmap -a -t4, t3, t5. Okay, what is this command? How I can use it? What kind of information it will give? It gives a very detailed example. And to my understanding, Nmap is one of the best possible manual they provide. They give with examples and with command structure. Okay, so you'll be observing this thing. Please glance through each and every line. Not everything is necessary. The thing that is necessary for your day-to-day cybersecurity job, I'm only teaching you all those things, not anything else. You see, this is a very vast library. So many commands, so many things you can do it in Nmap. Okay, just for your knowing sake. If you forget any commands, actually you can take help. This is the your documentation helpline. Okay, so man space Nmap. Man is for manual. Nmap is actually your tools. Okay, so from this Nmap, since I'm a bit conversant with the system, so I am going to give a aggressive scan. So for that, what I will be doing, sudo. Sudo means the administrative approach I'm using. Sudo nmap. Now I am telling him to go for aggressive. Okay, dash a, capital A. Remember this thing. And then type the target IP, 192.168. Okay, what are next? Madam Tasha, what is my IP? 192.168.
140.89.
140.89. Madam, your job is to remind me about this IP address. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So it will ask, since I told sudo, that means I'm the super user. So for that reason, I need to type the password. So if you have set your Kali password, a very complex one, you'll face trouble because every time Kali asks for his password. So it is giving a aggressive scan and it will give some more information. But there is a problem. Can anybody tell what can be the problem? Just intention. Just like need to know. What is the problem with this aggressive scan? Anybody can try? See, in cybersecurity, the word, the keywords are very important. Remember this thing. What I said, aggressive. Aggressive. So, what does the word aggressive means? Means attacking, right? Aggression. You just need to invade something, right? So, if I go for an aggressive scan, definitely I will get a lot of information. But the system, the computers will understand this thing. Yes, Mr. Hafiz, I can hear you.
Okay.
Mr.
No,
Okay. Mr. Hafiz, what I said about the aggressive, that
yes.
you work very, like you just attack somebody, just grab something. Okay.
Okay.
So that is what aggressive scan is. It is very useful scan. It is going on. It will take longer time. Okay.
But it's
It
blocked
found
me
out.
again.
See? Oh my God. So close it and open again. Okay. What is your IP address, Mr. Hafiz? Hello, Mr. Hafiz, are you there? What is your IP
Yeah,
address?
10 0
No.
10.
I'm telling you, what is your RAM? RAM.
My RAM is 16 GB.
RAM 10 GB?
16, 6, 1 6.
Mr. Hafiz, you must be my 16 GB. 1 6, I understand. Then it should not be a problem. Sometimes, okay, close it and opens one again. Is it doing for the second time also? You're
Yeah,
facing the same problem?
I send you the picture on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll fix it. Okay,
Okay.
after the class. Okay.
Okay.
So, see, uh, in the fast scans, okay, see, now I gave
Um,
a aggressive scan. You see how much information I'm getting. The port number, it is open, version, and see, there are a lot of information. See, lot of information. But you observe the previous one.
Sir,
See,
if you are
only this
saying
one.
version,
Only these
if you,
things. Nothing much.
I have a question.
But you
I have a
see,
question.
for the aggressive scan, so much of information.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Any issue? Any issues?
Can you hear me?
Okay, Mr. Mamun.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. What is the question?
So
Yes,
when
I
you're
can hear
saying,
you. What is the question?
okay.
Yes, I can hear
So
you.
so when you're saying version, underneath the version it says Microsoft Windows
Yeah.
RPC. That's the version. That's the version we are talking about.
No. You see, Microsoft Windows version 10. That 10,
Okay.
the word 10 point something. Like 2019 version of Windows 10 is actually vulnerable. Many hackers can exploit it. Okay. I have also a vulnerable Windows 10 version that is
But in
hackable, that can be
my
hacked.
computer, it's showing version Microsoft Windows RPC, Microsoft Windows NetBIOS/SSN. How do I know what is the version?
No.
Oh, okay, I got
No.
it. Okay,
Version number
Microsoft
is
Windows
actually
10.
like this. You see.
Microsoft Windows 10, right?
See the versions. Yes, Windows 10, and then also there will be a release like 2.3, 6, something like that. There is a
Okay.
release like that, order like that. Okay. So actually all those things
Mhm.
are not publicly accessible. Okay. Since it is a hacking tool. So it actually has the information from us, for us. So you see, in the earlier result, I told you, see the FTP, only FTP, no other information. But the next aggressive scan, what is see? TCP, FTP anon, you can anonymous login is allowed. So it has found a number of more information. But what is the real problem? Do you know? It is aggressive. That means if I scan in aggressive mode, the person who is using a firewall or any other security measures, they'll understand that somebody is actually trying to hack my system. He is actually looking for my system. So you'll face legal issues, or it is not actually prescribed. Just I'm teaching you so that you know that there is an option to know your things. Okay. Then, teacher, why did you teach these things if it is not necessary? Yes, it is necessary to check your own system. Because if I want to check my own system, so I'll do the aggressive scan. So by doing the aggressive scan, I'll know each and everything. Okay. So I'll correct myself. So see, I told you in the example that VS activity 2.34, I searched in the internet and I see there are a number of viruses and the exploits are done for this system. So I will upgrade my version. Okay, because I know
um,
2.34.
I have a question.
Yes, madam.
So when I did Nmap SV, the version scanning and the aggressive scanning,
Okay.
both of the time it shows host sims down if it is really up by but blocking our ping probes.
The same thing I told. The same thing I told. Close the system, open it. Maybe it is not. Did you follow the initial stage of my class? The today's initial stage of my class. I faced the same
Yes.
problem. Have you seen?
Yes. Yeah.
So follow those steps. Just follow those steps. It will happen.
Okay.
Okay. Close
So
your
it's an
virtual
issue with
machine.
Kali, not with my,
No,
not with the
no, no,
command or not with the
no.
device.
Yes, not with the device, not with the device. Okay.
Okay.
The issue is actually not actually Kali, the virtual box or the virtual machines. Okay. So many times it actually conflict with our interest, because I told you once again that this thing actually takes a lot of memory from our sides. So if you are actually not using a bigger memories, okay, if you're not using a bigger memories, you'll face problems like this. Okay, and
So
also
what's the
sometimes.
best way I can increase my RAM? Because currently I have 8 GB.
No, madam. Then you will face a lot of problem in cybersecurity, because this VMware machine, especially this module, for this module, you face a lot of problems. You need to upgrade it. Go to any hardware shop, tell him that I want to increase my RAMs, so add more 8 GB. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to follow the classes, because various times your system will crash. Okay, Kali Linux is a very bad thing. Okay, so.
Okay.
So you say that this in my version, this VSFTPD 2.34, and in the internet search, we found that this VSFTPD version has so much of viruses. So any hacker can actually download this thing and hack my system. Okay. So I need to upgrade my version. This is how the hackers actually support the authority. Okay, so please, your system is actually running a very low quality or low system. Please follow this and that, thereby actually you can support your system. Okay, so this is the job of the real job of the penetration tester or the red teamer. Okay, so I work for the company, I scan their system, and you see there is a message, dangerous. Okay, very weak credential, weak password. I say this thing. So I tell them, your password is weak, upgrade it. Your system is backdated, please update it. So these are the advice as a cybersecurity expert I give to my companies. Okay. So you understand this thing now, that aggressive scan gives you a lot of information, but it is not good for ethical hacking practice, because by doing the aggressive scan, you actually uh, let others know that you're hacking, you're trying to scanning the system. Are you clear about this concept? Did you understand what I try to mean so far? Any confusion?
Yeah,
Like,
can you repeat it one more time? I got a little bit confusion about the aggressive.
okay, aggressive scan. Like there is a, consider this is a door. Okay, this is a door. Okay, so if I can get inside the your house by knocking the door. Okay, I can actually pick the lock of this door. I can pick the lock and get inside the door. And also I can use a rammer. Have you seen rammer of the FBI? FBI uses the rammer, like is a big log, and just bash the door, bash open this thing, or kick the door open. Have you seen in the various movies
Yeah,
what
sometimes,
FBI
yeah.
does? Yeah, in the criminals, in the crime scene, what FBI and the other police organization work. They just first give a warning. Okay, we are trying to get inside your room. Please open it. If you don't open, we'll ram it open. So they just ram the door, to kick the door, or they just give a blow to the door and get inside the house. Okay. So what is actually happening? If I ram your door, everybody knows that somebody is trying to get inside my room, right?
Yeah.
So the aggressive scan is like that. It is just crushing your system. I don't care. I need information. Just you damn, give me the information. Give me. Tell me where is it? Tell me. Like this. Okay. So by doing that, you get a lot of information. You get a lot of information. Like when we apprehend the criminals, when we just give him a kick, or we just give him a box. So he tells us a lot of things. But is that the sneaky way of hackers? No, that is not the job of hackers. Hackers are very sneaky and intelligent person. Will steal your information. Okay, our job is to steal your information that nobody knows about it. That is the job of hackers. You cannot actually ram somebody. That's why this aggressive scanning actually we don't perform in real life practice. But we also do that. Why you do that? To scan our own system, to know that what are the things inside our computers, so that in our case, we can actually update it. Is it clear now?
Yeah, I got it.
Please stop me each and every time, each and every second. Don't bother to ask question, because right now you're passing one of the most important module of my course, that is ethical hacking. Okay, so I understand there will be a number of questions. Please ask me, stop me, doesn't matter, but don't say yes I understand for the sake of just saying. Okay, and if you
Okay,
want, I'll give you a
sir,
personal session. Okay.
sir, can you do the aggressive hacking one more time? Like just type it so we can see the result one more time.
Yes. I gave you. I gave you, right? See. You see? Can you see? Yes, this one.
Yes, and can you see the
Sudo
result in the
nmap.
little bit down? Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
After doing
So
that, you see the
my
results. You see?
my question is here. So your port is like 21 TCP, OpenFTP, and then they are showing a version underneath.
Yeah.
It's not showing in our side any of the version. In it's showing 135 TCP open, but there is no version or anything showing on the side in when we are typing it. Like I'm typing it.
Maybe you have not typed the code correctly.
No,
Maybe you failed to
it's showing everything else, but it's showing open, but not showing the version on the side.
Okay, maybe you are talking about this one. This one. This can.
No, no, not this scan.
Okay.
The
Okay. I
aggressive
will
one.
wait. Nmap.
Okay.
Okay. Nmap
No, pseudo. It's we are doing
dash
the aggressive one. Okay.
sv. Okay.
SV.
SV.
Okay.
Then what is that? 192. 192.168 dot. What is that, Madam Tasha?
140.89.
140.89. Enter. Again. 192 study in my. So I think it's disabled. Yes, disabled. Try this. Okay. Network unreachable. See? Start. In Google. Dot. So, Madam Alima, you are facing the problem like this?
Yeah, not exactly like, yeah, like this.
So it happens. See, in my case also it is happening.
I have to increase the RAM, I think.
Yeah, now it is again. Sometimes the net speed now is okay. Yeah, fine. So you need to close the system, open it once again, check the since the system is running or not. So a lot of issues are actually working. So like this, sometimes it happens. Okay. So it is, I'm getting response. Fine. Check, recheck. Mr. Mamun, actually, I may be you are maybe referring the SV, the version scan, right? So for that version scan, you'll get only the versions. But for aggressive scan, see this. I hope you're actually referring this scan, right, Mr.
No,
Mamun?
I'm referring to the aggressive one.
Aggressive one. This
Okay.
one
Show me the aggressive. Yeah. So
is not working.
when you are no, it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
But its result is not showing the similar or same to your type. Like your one showing 21 dash TCP open FTP. Then there is a version you are showing underneath the version, right? BSP FTPD
Okay.
2.3.4, right? Okay.
Okay.
For me, it's not showing any version on those. Like 130, my one is showing 135 TCP open, then
Okay,
MSRPC.
okay, Mr. Mamun, we'll have a separate session with you as usual. Okay, and I'll
Okay.
look through the issues. Okay, but this is
Okay.
a very
Thank you.
universal issues. It works for everybody. Okay, so now I taught you about the aggressive one, and I am again telling you, we in real practice we don't use aggressive scan. Why? Because it actually allows others to know that somebody is trying to get information from me. Okay, that's why the aggressive scans are actually not used. Okay, now for network discovery, for what are the in my targets there are in which network. So for that reason, we give Nmap network scan, Nmap space dash s n, cap small n, then 192.168.140.89. This is the target IP. Okay, so I just want to know the network discovery. Okay, and dash 255. Since it's a class C address, so it will have 256 IP addresses. So all the networks you see that I just want to see in that network, is there any other targets or not? Okay, and all those networks are open or not. So you see the result starting Nmap. Okay, this is the Nmap scan report for 182.48. So this is my actual target IP, and he said the host is up, and it also found another IP 140.108. Okay, and its host is also up. So it found two more hosts inside this target. Why these two more hosts? You will be understanding within a very short time, because this is an operating system, big operating system. Okay. This is actually a big operating system. Nmap is a big operating system, and there are number of more services inside it. Okay, so it is actually saying that in Nmap, the other services, if I want to find the host services, the guest inside this, like if consider there is a guest room in your house, so there are number of guests inside your room. So are all of them available, or are one of them from your community or something? You want to know that whether they exist or not. So actually, but to know their presence, or you can tell me in a more simpler terms that in the classroom we give attendance, right? So okay, Mr. Ali, Madam Alima, are you there? Yes. Okay, Mr. Farooq, are you there? Yes. Okay, Madam Tasha, are you there? Yes. So like attendance. So I want to see that all the members in this house are present or not. So the same thing we are actually doing this through this Nmap scan. This is called network scan. So we want to see that in this house, consider this 192.168.40.89 is a house. Is there any more networks or not? So it found there are other one more network, that is 192.168.140.108. So thereby I know there are more number of networks inside this target. Okay, did you understand this point? Tell me what I try to mean. Did you understand?
Yes.
Everybody, please listen. I told you the first day that I am like your family members. You all are my brothers and sisters. Just
Sir,
don't
one
lie
more
to
time.
me. One more time.
Explain.
Exactly.
So this Nmap dash SN is for the how many IP address and how many networks in the in my
Target.
around
In the
is
target. In the
scanned
target
for
system.
in the target
Yeah, in the target.
system.
Like Mr.
Okay.
Mamun, understand this one more. Like I try to say that suppose this is a classroom. Okay, and we are 1, 2, 3 students. So what I do, I take attendance. As a teacher, I take, okay, Mr. Mamun, are you there? Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Farooq, are you there? Yes, sir. Mr. Akash Palit, are you there? Yes, sir. So I take attendance and I know, and thereby this attendance system, I understand that how many students are inside my class. Okay. And this is important for me to know how many others are inside my class, right? So the same thing I am just doing. Consider this classroom. Consider this classroom. This classroom. Consider this classroom as 192.168.140.89. Consider this house as that thing. Okay. Are you getting, Mr. Mamun? Consider this IP address. This IP
Yes,
address
yes.
as your house. Your house.
Okay.
In your house, how many others are there? In your house, how many others are there? So this 192.168, okay, dot 140 or 89. This is your house. So in your house, how many other members are there? So that thing I just replicated in the search. You see, I said 192.168.40 and I give the IP range. So it found all the IPs and it found in my house, there's one more IP that is active. That is 192.168.140.108. Now clear, Mr. Mamun?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. It is clear for everybody? Any more question?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Palit. Mustafiz, Mr. Mustafiz, please tell me.
A question. So what is the difference between Net Discover and this Nmap?
No. Yes, very, very good question. Net Discover is for knowing the network within yourself. The network within yourself. Like, I don't know, ask your IP address because this is a very confidential thing. Just like you're using a network address. Okay. Like, do you use the IP address of which company? You're in which community? Tell me.
We are talking about my ISP.
Yes, you're using which ISP?
It's a very recent times.
Okay. So the service they're providing is actually and in your house, I believe you're not the only person using internet. I believe your son, your wife, your other family members are also using the internet address. Okay. So to know your local people, to know your local, who is your son, who is your wife, who is your daughter. So that is that net discovery. It will only find the local IPs, not others. But remember, I am actually doing the hacking of a different, very remote country. Like this target can be in Russia. This thing can be in Germany. This thing can be in Bangladesh. This thing can be anywhere. Okay. So this net discovery search is actually doing the scan from remote system. But net discovery is actually doing your home system. Is it clear?
Yeah, so Net Discover will show me how many networks are being connected to my router, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly,
Okay.
boss.
And what about this
This
command?
is actually for the remote target. Like, for example, this 192.168.140.89, this the IP address of my Metasploitable, right? This is my Metasploitable machine. So it may be in the Germany. Now I'm using it inside my computer, doesn't mean, but it may be in Germany, it may be in Russia, it may be in anywhere. It is your hacking target. You're trying to hacking the system. So it may be anywhere. So how many systems are there inside this system? That is
Okay,
actually
so,
I'm trying to
so it
find.
will tell me how many systems or network are being connected with the IP ending .89, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Clear, Mr.
Okay. So
Mustafiz?
it's kind of like how many people are in to the different house, to a different house, right?
Not really. Not
Like
really.
Net Discover is
Okay,
how
okay,
many
okay,
people.
okay, 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 okay.
Net
Okay,
Discover is how many people are.
okay,
Sorry.
let me do it first for you. Net discovery. Net discovery, actually what it does, net discovery own people, own people, own people, and net discovery, and this SN, that the network scan of Nmap, it outside house. Do you have neighbor, Mr. Manjur, Mustafiz?
Yes.
Do you have neighbors? Okay. Name your neighbor, any name, like Mr. Jackson. Consider
Yes.
Mr. Jackson. Okay, Mr. Jackson. Jackson. He is your neighbor. So how many members are there in the Jackson family? The son of Jackson, he has a daughter, like this. And in your own house, the house of Mr. Mustafiz. Mustafiz, so who is there with you? Your mother,
I got it.
your son. Okay. So the SN command, okay, the SN command, actually this thing actually looking for the outsider house. So if I consider this is an outsider IP, so I want to know how many other members are there. Okay, the outsiders. But for net discovery, I am looking for my own house, own people. Clear? Any more questions?
And also, there was another thing. So if you can go back to your terminal.
Terminal, yes.
Yes. So you stated nmap-sn, then the IP address ending .892225, right? So
yes.
you're
So
scanning
because
from
why
89
yes
to
I mean, let me
225.
finish. Why I said I understood your question. So you see, I told you in the today's class that he observed the first octet 192. So 192 gives me which class address?
Is that class A?
No.
Class C.
God,
I mean, I
this.
didn't get your question.
Okay. The first octet range for class A 1 to 126. In the first octet range, that is class A.
Oh, okay.
For
Okay, no.
so since this octet is from 192, that means it is falls within which octet?
Class
C, 192 to 223 is class C.
Yeah.
So class C address. So I know class C address highest I can have 254 targets. For here 65,553 targets. But this it is more, you know. So that thing is actually I am telling the range. So since I understand this is a class C address, thereby I know it can have maximum 256 targets. So I give a less one, 255. I can also give 256, doesn't matter. So that's why I scan the inter network. I scan the inter network of Mr. Jackson. Okay. I scan the inter network of Mr. Jackson. Whoever inside Mr. Jackson's house, please find and tell me that they're alive or not. And that thing actually they're doing. See, consider this is Mr. Jackson, and Jackson has one son and he's up, his life. He has a daughter and he's also alive. That's it. Okay.
Yes, so I have understood what you're saying. I mean that's what I'm saying. Like we have started and scanned starting from 89 till 225. That's what I have understood. So what if I have an IP be, let's say 0.60, like 192,
Yes.
168.
It will also scan. Trust me, it will also scan.
Well, I can do the
it will not
from 192, 168, 140 .1 till 225. So that's how I can be able to see like how many networks.
Oh, no. It's okay. But it will also do for all the internet ranges. Okay.
Okay. So for all the internet networks. Okay.
Yes. So dash 55 doesn't mean that 1 to 10. It's not like that. It's a symbol. We can give cider numbers like /24 /26 like this. Okay. Just see.
Okay. Thank you.
/24. Okay. It will give the same results. It doesn't matter. You see. it will be finding the same things. Understand?
Okay, all right. Thank you.
It doesn't matter that 89 to 255. So from 89, it will look through. No, it will start from 100 190 to 140.1, from 1 to 120 to 54. It will find all the ranges. Okay.
Okay, but if you can make a difference, like in the first one, when you write .89 dash 225, the first IP you got starting from 89 till, let's say, 89 and 108, right? And the second
Okay.
comment
Okay. I
you
understood.
write .89/24.
Yeah. That
Yes.
is the cider value. That is the cider value. I told you in the class, the subnetting classes, cider
Yes,
value.
I
How?
understand, but see, I mean, since you put 24, that's why you are scanning. I mean, everyone. I mean,
Everybody.
everyone in the network. So that's why I think you
The,
got 27 first.
yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes, I understand that thing. Okay.
Let's do one thing. I mean, if you hello.
Yes, yeah, I understand. That you want to say that
Yeah.
from
So
the IP address of 1
yes,
to
start from one. Put 1
255,
dash
right?
225. As I mean two.
Okay.
Yeah.
225. You want the,
Sorry,
like that?
255. Let's do 255. I mean, yeah.
255. Okay.
Yes.
You want these things. Okay. You do that.
Yes.
But in reality, we just do this like this. You see?
The first one you got 27. So it's scanning from 1 to 225. That's
Yes.
why you got the 27 in the first place. But if you
Okay.
scan starting from 89 to 225, then you will
Yeah.
get 27 because you
Correct.
you didn't scan 27, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you. Just that's why the giving this cider value, because many of you are having understanding difficulties about subnetting. So thereby I am avoiding cider value. So giving the cider value gives you more accurate result. You are correct, Mr. Mustafis. Okay. More. So what is actually I'm trying to find that from this IP range there are more address networks inside, and what are the more targets inside that system that I want to know. Like in the example I said that in the net discovery command, I see my own people who are actually my father, my mother, my other stuffs and all those things. But for this network scan, I'm actually using the outsiders. Absolutely, I don't know their locations. They may be in Germany, they may be in Netherlands, they may be in Chechnya, they may be anywhere. Okay. So in their house, I'm looking. So who is actually there? His son, his daughter. So those things are actually being discussed here. So it's their son, is their daughter, okay, and their host is up. Okay. So actually doing that thing. Fine. Clear? Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay. Let us go to the another part. So now I scan the each and every port. You see, if I go to the scan results, you see, I have scanned each and every post. So it has really scanned this Nmap, this default command give me 1000 scanning results. You see, 977 closed, and these are the open ports he finds. So it actually by default finds 1000 ports. But if I want to be very specific, I don't want any other ports to be scanning, because I am really looking for the port 80, port 21, because these are the most vulnerable targets. So I want to scan those. So what commands I will be giving? Are you understanding my point? Let me do it fast, then you will understand this thing. So I'm typing nmap dash p, then the port number 80. Then I type the addresses 192.168.140.89. So see, within a 0.10 second, it gave me result. And see, only port 80. Have you seen? Any problems understanding this command? Mr. Mamun, did you
So
understand
this
what I
command
tried?
is for specifically if you identify something, then you can use this command.
Yes, specific port. Like in the previous command, you see, this nmap sv command actually it is by default is giving 1000 ports. It is scanning 1000 port. But sometimes we find that I am concerned with the network security. For example, the boss of my company, my employer, he said, "Okay, Ahmed, you just scan the network security, no other else, no other things." So I'm only concerned about network security. So the network security is usually 0.80. Okay, port 443. So all those things are actually related to network security. The SMTP port 25. So no one, not FTP, not telnet and other things. So thereby I am shortlisting my scan. Thereby I get lesser time. Okay, I get lesser time. So if you want to scan more targets, okay, more ports. So what you will do, you just put a comma after each and every port and give a number. Like port 443 is for your HTTPS, right? So Madam Tasha, what is for telnet? Madam Tasha, tell
23.
23. So you type 23, put a space. So this is the command. So what I did, nmap -p. Now I am specifying the port 80, 443, 23 like this and put enter. You see, I only scan these three port 80, port 43 and port 23. And you see, is giving port 23 is open, port 443 is closed because it's a HTTPS, it's a secured one, it's closed. Okay, this is for specific scanning of a system. Is this point understood? Any confusion? Any confusion?
No, this is good.
Okay. Now, if there is a confusion, please let me know. I'm telling you once again, I will make things understandable to you. Okay. So now, you can also do this thing like 1 to 100. Okay. And give enter. So it will search first 100 ports. See, port 21, 22, 23, 80. So in the other scanning, you see, like, you see, there's 111, 139, 445. See, the number is bigger. But in this case, what happened? Only 1 to 100 ports. And only the open ports will be shown. No closed ports are actually shown. You see, not shown. 94 ports. Okay. Did you understand this thing? Only the open 100 ports. 1 to 100 ports are actually shown. Now, if I want to scan for all the 65,500 ports, so what I'll do, the same thing, I type 65,553 ports and press enter. Okay. And you'll see all the ports will be scanned. Okay. Let me give you the command. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I give a wrong number. See? Because it said the highest value is 65,550, 35. So I give a wrong number. That's why it is not accepting my command. So I give that 65,535. That is the maximum number. So you see, it will take much time because it is actually scanning every port. Okay. So wait. So I keep it for Control C. I'm quitting the what do you say, the scan. I keep it as a home assignment for you. Definitely all the commands I've taught you, it will be automatically your assignment. Okay, it will be automatically your assignment. Oh, okay. Let me show you this thing. See, watch this. See, 100%. See the usage of CPU. Are you observing in the corner?
Yes.
See how much high traffic is going on. That's the bad thing. That's a very bad thing, because your system is actually getting too much of load. You see, it's absolutely blue, no curve. It's completely blue, 100% CPU usage. So thereby using Kali Linux, the virtual machine and Kali Linux in a computer, it actually reduces your computer performance. See, 100%, no black lines. Okay, that's why it reduces your computer performance. So it is better if you are planning for this career, you buy a separate laptop and increase your memory and use it for that purpose only. Okay, because it will actually one day suddenly you find, because I crashed 2 of my computers. Okay, so now later on I understood that is the only reason, because using Kali Linux too much, because it's actually utilizes the system too much. Okay, no other systems actually utilizes the processor like this. Okay, see, after so much of time, how much time it took? 85.42 seconds to give me this result. But it is actually, see, it has scanned 46,949 port. So it has actually scanned all the ports. Is this part clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you want that I want most common, most famous, there is a list by default, most famous things to be scanned. Okay, most famous, 100 ports. So what I do, dash capital F. So the command is nmap dash p space dash capital F, your target ID, and press enter. What is it going wrong? Dash F8. Okay, let's see. Your report special.
You have to cancel dash P.
Oh, yes. So you see, it showed you 100 ports, and these are actually not 1 to 100. This is actually most renowned, most listed, most used post. So if I tell you in the interview session, people ask question like this, like you are using the Nmap, Nmap dash P 1 to 100 and Nmap dash F. What is the difference between these two? What is the difference between these two commands? What actually does? So you'll be saying that the Nmap F actually, this thing, excuse me, it actually scans 100 popular targets or the ports. Sorry, I should say ports. PORTS, ports. But this one, it only scans 1 to 100 ports. It doesn't matter. It is popular, unpopular, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother. It will scan 1 to 100. It only looks for the numeric value, 1 to 100, nothing else. But this one, the later one, it is actually looking the listed, like in your house, you love to, what is your favorite food, Madam Tasha? What is your favorite food? What are the foods you like to have in your everyday meal? Hello, Madam Tasha, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
So what is your favorite food in your day-to-day life? Yeah, if you're giving a chance that, okay, name five food that you love most.
Uh, Ice cream
Okay, ice cream. Okay,
and
chocolate, something like that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
chocolate.
So
Yeah.
so you have a lot of things. Two to three things. That is your favorite one. So this Nmap is actually dealing with the favorite, most listed, most used, popular ports. And Nmap 1P-P 1 to 100 is actually looking for all the ports 1 to 100. So whatever the number is specified, it will actually look through that. Is it clear? Any confusion? Any confusion?
No.
Okay. Now you have get number of informations and you want to save it. Okay. You want to save it in a file. You want to save these results. So what can be done? So for that reason, you type sudo, okay, sudo nmap nmap. Okay, sudo nmap dash. Now you give a search. Okay, like we give a what's say dash sv 192.168 dot 140 dot 89 4. Okay, so it gave a version results, right? Now what I will be doing, the same thing, same command. Now what I'll be doing, giving those to hex code, these two hex code. Okay, then you type any file name. Okay, search result, SERCH search result, anything. It is up to you. You need name anything, is up to you. Dot txt. So doing that, it will actually create a file named search result.txt and it will save the result there. So in the desktop, it has created a file that is named search result. So let me see, what is C, ls, see, ls command, search result. There is a file called search result. So I am opening the file. So opening the file, what command I will be giving, Mr. Mustafiz, for opening the file of search result?
Nano space the file name.
Exactly. Nano. Here's a trick. You need not to write everything. Type S and press tab. It will automatically write the entire name. Okay, this is a shortcut of writing things, and it is a very necessary skills, because in some spaces that you'll be getting a very long name, you cannot really type everything. So what you do, you just write the first word. You just write the first word. Right? See, in our directory there is such results, palette, some all these things. So I type S and press tab. It will finish the rest of the name and press enter. Okay. Okay. Why it is not giving me a result? Because actually I have not finished my search. Okay. Okay. Search result dot txt. let me finish it, okay? It will finish, then it will open the system. It will say that it has finished writing this thing. First, it compiles the thing, then it will release the panel. Oh, now it has finished, okay? ls nano, say your test result. This is their Nmap search results. This is important because every time you cannot give your search results like this. So let me go to my desktop. Okay. In the search result, okay, there is a file, search result. You double click it, you see your Nmap search is been saved in this document. Is this thing understood? Any confusion?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, let me open terminal here. Let me open another terminal. Okay. So far, what are the things I have taught you? I taught you how to actually scans in various sports. Okay, there are various sports. How to scan the sports? What are the aggressive scans? And how to scan a specific port? Okay, there are a lot of other issues, and how to save our searches. Now, there are some things in the Nmap, okay, that actually we don't use. To be very candid, we don't use this thing, okay? But why I'm teaching you? Because in the interview session, they might ask you this question, okay? Do you know Nmap can do some job, okay, to bypass the firewall? To bypass your identity and all those things, okay? So there are some commands that actually assist you to bypass the issues. But let me tell you very frankly, these are all bullshits. It actually does nothing, okay? Earlier time it is to do these things, but presently it is not actually doing those parts, okay? Since those are not that important, those are not necessary, should I teach you, or should I leave it on you on your just lesson plan? In your lesson plan, there is included there. Should I show you here? What do you say? I give it on you. This is not actually necessary. This is not actually doesn't really work in real practice. But for your interview session, if you are being asked, sometimes knowing this thing actually helps. So should I go for that, or should I leave it on you? Tell me. Be
Yeah,
your
we
honest.
can. It's nothing wrong with knowing,
Okay, okay, that's the best possible answer. Yes, that should be the spirit. Okay, nothing is actually non-important in cybersecurity. You know these things. Okay, so before going to these things, you need to understand this theory of actually how hacking is actually going on, or how the firewalls actually protects our system. Consider this is your PC. You're the hacker. Okay, H hacker. So I am trying to get inside the victim. Okay, V is for victim. So Mr. Victim is actually using a firewall. So for that firewall, what is actually happening? It's just a wall. What actually firewall is actually doing? Firewall is actually blocking the incoming data, like your Mexican border. Okay, you consider this is a Mexican border. Okay, is a Mexican border, and this Mexican border, this is your customs. So custom is actually checking the illegal migrants. Okay, so if the data is bad, it actually stops. However, anybody from USA can go to Mexican. The border post will not actually stop them. In a nutshell, this is the working principle of a firewall. But the question is how firewall understand that this